Yo, what's up? This is Carcino, the Bambino.
That was entrusted
Now,
by
we done told y'all countless times
secret
over and
that
over
Dr.
again,
Pharaoh
and
it's
there
no
has been
secret
no
that nothing
surprise,
wrong with the Hoover
not
family.
no secret, and no surprises nowhere. Everybody know where we stand. We've always stated the truth and nothing but the truth. Now, I had a conversation with Wack 100. I won't call it an interview because I didn't really ask him any questions. We just basically had a conversation on the phone, so that's basically what it was. A Wack 100 conversation. Now, Wack called me back when he was ready to talk. When he got in the car and he wanted to defend academics. We never had a chance to get to talking about Mr. Prince and the Hoover situation. But I wanted to address the fact of his disrespect for Larry Jr., saying he ain't big enough. I want to get somebody with a bigger name because he really a nobody. His dad is a somebody. See, that type of disrespect right there. If you don't respect the father, the son, you can't talk to the father. Ain't that what God said? Look, if y'all don't respect Jesus as my son, or Jesus Christ as my son, if you don't respect him, you don't pray to me. If you ain't got no respect for my son, so how you gonna have respect for me if you don't respect my son? Or you just trying to make money off me? And it seems like they trying to make money off of him, and that's that. Now, I've seen this happen. I've seen this play before. This is an old tired play that normally happens when you got people that's trying to monetize other people's worth and other people's network because they're in a position where they can grab some material and go to court and get all the paperwork before somebody else could really get a chance to it when there's bigger things at play here. Wack don't care that this man been incarcerated for this many years for a nonviolent crime. He served his time and then some, and have not been given a fair trial and nothing. This is a black man. Forget what you talking about affiliation to and all that. That's a black man. He's a political prisoner. Like Geronimo Pratt and the rest of the brothers. They deserve to be free. He was in there for a non-violent crime and is basically serving life sentences for it. It's atrocious. Knowing how the government has done him, violated all his rights, putting him on a 23-hour lockdown for a guy who has never had an offense since he's been locked up. No violence, no nothing, has not broken the code. Illegally wiretapped this man's badge to get information and violate the code and the law, period. Nobody brought the trial over it. These are the type of things that lawyers and people have been fighting for in the streets to try to get corrupt, systematic things in the system that's got to go. They don't want Larry out because he wakes up people's minds. He was trying to get black people to go out and vote. Control the polls. He wants to wake the sleeping giant. That's dangerous. He He tried to wake the sleeping giant and get us to go to the polls. He didn't say go out and get violent. He didn't say any of these things, like go sell drugs and nothing. No. He's trying to tell people to do something that you wanted them to do. Vote. Get people involved in elections. But y'all want to prosecute this man. And rather doing something that's right to try to help this man get out, you want to try to make money off of it. Like they say, all money ain't good money. Now, me personally, I see the situation the way Mr. Prince see the situation. And I never had a conversation with Mr. Prince about this because I wouldn't have a conversation with him about this. What's understood don't need to be spoken. But let's make it even more plain and simple for the people that's listening today. Let's let Mr. Prince tell you exactly how he feels.
Friends are fighting hard for Larry Hoover freedom that the First Step Act law says he deserves. Meanwhile, this dude Wack and Karen Chapman has taken a position to work against the Hoover family by trying to monetize off his name and withhold footage that could contribute to his freedom. So if it's one thing this Wack dude is telling the truth about, is that I don't fuck with him. When I was in LA talking to this lying ass nigga, never once did he take the position he was partners in the theft of the Hoover families like he's doing on that rehearsed conversation with them clowns. Now, what he is not telling the truth about is why. So listen up. There's a woman by the name of Karen Chapman that was entrusted by the Hoover family to interview Larry Hoover with the understanding of bringing the interview back to the family. She decided to run off with the interview and a fake fraud contract claiming Larry Hoover signed all his rights away for nothing. Larry Hoover is far from being a dummy, so for Wack and Karen to be taking a position on disrespecting the Hoover family by attempting to sell Larry Hoover likeness without the family permission is a mistake for whomever considering buying it. I've been around a long time, and I know when someone is trying to set me up with police conversations. So I won't lip wrestle with you cake-ass niggas on Clubhouse. But I tell you what, I don't know if you were violated on the block or what, but all that snake jealousy and hate shit you have in your heart, niggas, bring that shit to Dr. Prince, and I'ma cure you of that disease. Let me say this to the homies in LA and around the world. All money is not good money. And a nigga that would kiss a rat in the mouth for any amount of money is capable of anything, like sending you on a suicide mission to laugh at you. Read the wisdom between the lines and don't follow this clown off a cliff. It's no secret that I, with the Hoover family, lawyers and friends.
Like he's saying, don't follow this fool off a Clubhouse. Now, same thing I've been telling people over and over again. And everybody been sending me that clip and showing me. And all I can say is this is exactly why. This is exactly why. This is why people don't trust Wack. So naturally, you got people that are in a situation where they think it's a good idea to pull off certain benchmarks, right? They think like, okay, if I push this to a certain extent, sorry, people are hitting me up right now. Don't forget to hit the like button. Now, here's the here's the gist of the whole thing. This woman was trusted to do this interview, and she got the interview, dipped out, and trying to sell it to the highest bidder. And then when she get caught up, she gonna try to make right with the family when she can. They entrusted her to do an interview, and she took advantage of a family who was entrusting her to do the right thing. Now, this woman is trying to take advantage of a situation, and all she's gonna do is make things worse for some people around her, people around trying to do business and don't know good business from bad business. This is not going to be good business for people, anybody else involved. But just the kind of jackals you're dealing with when you've got DJ Academics, Snitch 9, Hassan Campbell, and Wack 100. Look at the company you keep. You see what I'm saying? All money ain't good money. And when you attach yourself to these type of clowns, you look around and you start saying, well, what the hell is Wack doing there? You know what I'm saying? It's like, these are my friends. Them your friends since when? A rat is your friend? You got more honor for a rat than you do? Like I told you, I don't care I don't honor rats. You know you got rats on your block. There might be some rats on the block. Don't mean I got to deal with them. Rats in the sewer. Don't mean I'm going to go in the sewer and chill out with the rats. That's the difference. You chose to do that. You went down that avenue. Don't try to play that cynical role of, oh, everybody got a rat in the house. We ain't nobody chilling with the rat, B. You trying to get me to talk about an open case on the phone. I don't like, bro, that's an open case. I don't know about that dude. It'd have been great entertainment. I know that's your agenda is to try to talk and get your point across, but go on and do your thing. But I can't talk about that dude when it's an open case. I'm just saying ain't nobody cleared over there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is suspect till somebody really go down for it. You don't know what homeboy gonna say if you get it put on that stand. Could be a lot of people getting pulled in from different directions. Now, when you see today's time and the way people move around in the world today, you're starting to see what they call a pattern, right? You see a familiar pattern of people going around doing certain things that is dishonest, that is just foul, and they don't care about who they hurt. They don't care about the message. All they care about is one thing: their own self. Self-preservation is number one to these people, and they don't care. They'll take from the next man. They'll take from their own mama, steal out their perk, anything they can, because it's all about taking care, sir. I don't know. I ain't never seen this situation. So my thing is, I'm just trying to figure out all the pieces in the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? So if I get all the pieces in the puzzle, I could do what I gotta do. I can make the moves I gotta make. Now it's like Rapunzel, down comes her hair. Everybody's climbing up the ladder, trying to do whatever they can to get some money. They don't care how they get it. And they don't understand that there's standards and rules in this game. And then when you look at the standards and the rules of this game, you realize what are you in this situation and what you're not in this situation. Hey, I mean, look, I'm a man of code, honor, and standards. Mr. Prince, respect. And that's how we treat each other. Whenever I saw him, it was respect. Whenever we met, it was respect. Met the man many a times, different occasions. Y'all already know what time it is. So there was no time on this planet did I ever treat that man any different. Did he ever act any different? And you might say, well, how do you know each other? We know each other on two sides of the world. I know him as the record producer. I mean, not a record producer, but yeah, he's a producer as well. Owner of Rap A Lot Records. That's Lil J. And I know him as the boxing promoter, manager, rather, boxing manager of a lot of different fighters, mainly Floyd Mayweather. When I first met him, he was managing Floyd. And when he got into the boxing world. So we had the best of both worlds. Now, every time I met him, he's given respect and he's gotten respect. He doesn't take disrespect too well. And he don't do clubhouse. He not finna get disrespectful with people on there. And if you can't respect his children, if you can't respect people who he claim is family, then you need to have a conversation with him before you start going in the role of disrespect. And that's all I got to say on that. So I'm gonna let you go. I ain't finna hold everybody here. Thanks for everybody who hit up the super chat and cash out. The like button is there if you're new. Subscribe to the page, and I'm out.